Hi everyone. Thought I would do a video based on our experience using the U-Pack system for our move from Alaska to Oregon. So U-Pack is a system where you either use the pod style containers, or in this case a semi-trailer with a predefined set of distance, feet, whatever. In our case, it was 17 feet in a 8 foot wide by 9 foot tall trailer. And the way it works, you just get a quote from UPAC and you schedule your delivery, getting everything ready in the interim. They deliver to your location, in this case, our residence, and you have 3 days to load the trailer, and they will tell you that I believe weekends and holidays don't count, but you have 3 days. They then pick it up and they put it on, in our case, a barge on the ocean to get down to, I believe, the port of Tacoma, to then finally get it to our destination down in Oregon. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things, as I know I looked up some videos to get some reference on how this all works. Um, Again, you'll start with just either doing an online quote with UPAC, which is part of ABF Freight. I believe that's Arkansas Best Freight. And you can call them also and just tell them what you're trying to do. And again, they will give you a quote based on 17 feet of the trailer. And as you see those steel barriers that are going up the side of the trailer, that's where you put the bulkhead to secure your belongings once you're done. So anyway, going back to that, you contact them and you'll get the amount that you need. There will give you a quote also that will read if you go above or beyond the distance that had been quoted, it could be more. So we were dead set on making sure we kept to the 17 feet we got. And they'll give you, like I said, the quote will be like, I think it's like $800 less or something for every foot. But you'll have to work to get everything really stacked up. You want it to be obviously secure, because this is going to be potentially, like I said, for our case, on the ocean. But in, at least it's going to be going down the highway, hitting bumps. And once you get everything secure, um, you fasten the bulkhead. And unfortunately, in a future voiceover, you'll see the battery died and I wasn't able to show that. But you want everything obviously to be really tight. Once you get everything secured, then you call UPAC or your point of reference. In this case, for Alaska, it was Linden Transport, to pick up the trailer. And once you get that in place, you'll get tracking information on your UPAC quote online, and you can follow it. So we'll just stop there for now and go into more reference here in a little bit. So the battery died on my camera, so I wasn't able to finish recording everything here. But big thanks to Green Gorilla Movers. We got all this done in under 3 hours, so pretty impressive. Thanks. Okay, let's see what we're in for. Well, I guess it's time to see what we're in for. Okay, so what's going on here is we are working with the local moving company, Pacific Northwest Moving, and we are transferring all of the items out of the trailer and into the storage unit. I only had one camera, so I just set one up here to do the time lapse. This is a 10-foot by 20-foot storage unit for reference, and we really piled everything in here up to the ceiling, and these ceilings are up to 13 feet to get everything in here. One thing that we definitely learned during this process is trying to use some sort of uniformity of box brand. So if you go to whatever home store or moving company, a lot of these free on Facebook, and as a result, there are multiple different brands, and they don't actually stack well together. It's surprising, but like one manufacturer's brand will really stack together all the different sizes, like extra large, medium, etc. So anyway, we were able to get all this in here, and it took a couple hours. One thing, just with the U-Pack, so whenever you get it to your destination, you have 3 days as well to unload it. So on this particular one, we moved everything in a couple hours. The trailer was delivered on a Monday, and we unloaded it the next day. All right, well, all the stuff is now down in Oregon, and we're just waiting to get it into the house. Would I use U-Pack again? Yes. In my scenario, it was the most economical way to get stuff from Alaska. So hopefully this helped, and hope y'all have good luck with your moves.